Israelites coming out here every week to prophesy the downfall of America and to let the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans on the sign know that you are the true children of God. Actually, you're the true children of Israel under God. All right, and you are the only nation of people that can get salvation. And to let the so-called white people know that you are going into slavery. All right, your name is Esau or Edom according to the scriptures, and this kingdom that your kingdom, your beloved kingdom, is going to be destroyed. With that being said, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations unto the elect Akim that are persevering and teaching this truth with all sincerity and with sound doctrine. So we're gonna get into it, man.
1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressively that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith.
Yeah, that in the latter times, we're in the latter times now. It says some shall depart from the faith, man. All right, because they lost patience, or the Lord was taking too long for them, or it's not moving fast enough for them, or it's not benefiting their carnal lives. All right, so you got some men that will depart from the faith. Go ahead.
Giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Giving heed to seducing spirits. That's why it tells us that we are to be grounded and rooted in this truth. Because once you're grounded and you're rooted and you have a solid foundation, there's no way that you can be seduced by a spirit, man. All right. So if you're seduced by a spirit, that means that you was never meant to be in this thing. Because the Lord don't make mistakes. He can bring you in. It says there's a man that is wise and teacheth many, but is unprofitable unto himself. You know, the Lord don't make mistakes. He'll bring you in it to wean a brother in, you know, and then he'll kick you out, and it's been done, man. We've seen it done before.
Make an example out of you. So that, you know, other brothers see that, you know, this ain't no joke, this ain't no game. It's not no boys club. This is the army of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And he has men. Not little boys, not clowns, not jesters, not, you know, basically insincere niggas, man. We got a job to do, man, and it's gonna get done. And the Most High don't need us. But Lord willing, he chose us from the beginning to get this work done.
That's why you gotta be in this thing for real, man. You know, and me and the brother was talking. You know, it's like when you wake up in the morning, and if the Lord wake you up in the morning, you got another opportunity to get into them scriptures, man. All right. So it's like you gotta really be in this thing and be like, man, the Lord can kick me out at any time. I can go back into the world at any time, man. And the Lord's will is still gonna be done. If you fall out, the Lord's will is still gonna be done, man. That's what that Romans 3:3 is about. Go ahead.
Giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
And doctrines of devils, man. What is that? The Immaculate Conception, the Virgin Birth, what they say? We raping children. You know, you giving heed to these different spirits and these different doctrines. We ain't taught to rape no little bitty girls in this kingdom, man.
Right.
We ain't never taught that. The apostles never taught that, man. You know, but you have certain men they'll start believing it, man.
When you go into it, man, it's just talking about a situation.
Yeah.
Which, if we have a rape doctrine, then America has a rape doctrine. Because they have laws that say what happens when somebody rapes. Yeah. That's the only thing that the Bible is doing, is giving the law of that this is what happens when the situation comes upon.
Yeah. Because the world is so quick to try to discredit the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and discredit his servants that are teaching straight out of the scriptures. But you giving Esau a pass, man, every day. Well, another thing they was getting all bent up out of shape about is the no paying tithes, man. You know, you had certain cats out there getting all butthurt about paying tithes, man. But you will pay unrighteous taxes to Esau, man, and don't complain. You will work harder just because you know you're gonna get taxes took out of your pay.
Right.
But the Lord said, give 10% unto his priests. But you got niggas that'll get all sensitive about it and say, oh, well, we're not supposed to blase. man, the scriptures say what they say. We just come out the scriptures and do what we can, man. Do what the Lord lets us do out of the scriptures, man.
And speaking lies.
Like we just coming out here making up our own doctrine, man. Like we just coming out in the cold and coming out here deceiving the people. Like, this is what you do. You pay tithes. We doing what the scriptures say, man.
Speaking lies and hypocrisy.
Speaking lies and hypocrisies, man. All right, they like in the churches, man. They what they want? They want all your damn money in the church. They want every dime you got in the church, man. And 10 times out of 10, when you hurting, they're not gonna help you, man. What it said? Read that last part again.
Speaking lies and hypocrisy.
Yeah, speaking lies and hypocrisy, man. For one, the biggest lie is this right here. This Caesar Borgia. This is the biggest lie that could have been pushed upon the world, man. But the people believe it, and they got pictures up in the churches, up in their households, and believing that this is the Lord and Savior. This is a devil, man. This is a lie, man. All right? But the whole world, the masses of the people, you believe that this is your Lord, your Savior, man. Saying that the Lord's not coming back in this day and age when the scriptures say it, that's a lie, man. Because niggas in this world, they make things up according to their own will, man, to benefit themselves. The Lord Yahweh Shai he didn't come here to benefit himself. He came here to die for the elect. The most selfless man on earth, man. He was the most selfless man on earth. He gave up his life, man. Some of these niggas out here won't even go to bat for your own brother, but he put his life on the line for the elect, man.
Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with the hot iron.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't change their mind.
Yeah.
It's impacted in there, man. There's nothing that you can say that could shake them or move them from that way of thinking.
You got a lot of old heads like that too, but Jake is a rebellious and revolting people. So you got even young, like the younger cats or cats that's our age, they stuck in their ways, man.
Can't tell a nigga nothing.
Because technically, through scripture, when you turn 12, you are considered a man. That's why it says raise your child up in the way that they should go. All right, because you got certain people that get like 12, 13, 14, you can't tell them shit, man. You know? So just imagine an old head Jake. You really can't tell him nothing. And then you give him the truth, and he start believing whatever he wants to believe. He start bending up the scriptures. You really can't tell him nothing, man. It's engraved in their brain, and it's not going to be changed.
Forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats, which the Most High have created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. For every creature of the Most High is good, and nothing to be refused, if it is to be received with thanksgiving. For it is sanctified by the word of the Most High and prayer. If thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou should be a good minister of Yahushua Mashiach. Nourished up in the words of faith, of good doctrine, whereunto thou hast... Nourished up in the words of faith, of good doctrine.
Of good doctrine, man. When we come out here and we teach straight out the scriptures, and when we putting up lessons and we digging into history, we digging into words, because this is the good doctrine, man. This is benefiting Israel. But if you go back up a couple verses, because it says something about let me see. I should have caught it when you read it. Where you at? Verse 6.
1 Timothy 4 and 6. If thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things,
put the brothers in the remembrance of what things? The good doctrine. All right. The point of doing the work is to edify the church, man. It's to constantly edify one another. It tells us to edify one another, exhort one another daily. We constantly have to be digging in each other's shit because we're not perfect, man. So you can jump back to where you go. And that's why we're not out here for everybody, man. We out here for people that's gonna listen. Israelites that are gonna listen, man. Even if you come up here on some scoffing shit, we'll still bring the scriptures out. But we out here, we're solely out here for the elect of Yashala, man.
Thou should be a good minister of Yahushua Mashiach, nourished up in the words of faith of good doctrine.
And it says nourished up, so that means you're weaned into this thing like with babies. A woman nourishes the child, all right? Your baby, not necessarily baby in the child, baby in a brother in the truth, but you going through the proper procedures, the proper steps, and you breaking it down. You edifying the church, man, properly.
You're starting off with the milk, the easy things that are able to be understood, and then you slowly graduate them to higher things, man. The meat, you know what I'm saying? The prophecies. Things that are harder to be understood, that have to be spiritually discerned. It's cold as fuck. Whereunto thou hast attained, but refuse profane and old wise fables, and exercise thyself rather unto ungodliness. But refuse profane and old wise fables, and exercise thyself rather unto ungodliness. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things.
Right. It says bodily exercise profiteth little, but read it again. My bad, bro. I know.
Bodily exercise profiteth little.
Yeah. So working out. There's nothing wrong with working out, man. There's nothing wrong with working out and doing what you have to do to take care of yourself. But it says it profited little. Okay? Go ahead.
But godliness is profitable unto all things.
But godliness is profitable to all things. Alright? And that godly exercise, that's constantly digging in the scriptures. How they did in Acts. They search the scriptures daily. Alright, you exercising your brain. You rehearsing the righteous acts. Keeping the scriptures in you. You know, it's nothing wrong with, like, hey, a personal thing that I do. You know, I read like a chapter. You know, I read like a chapter and I count the verses after I'm done with that chapter, and I do X amount of push-ups and get right back to the scriptures. You know, it's just this is a thing that I do, but it profits little to do like push-ups and curls and all that shit. It's cool, but it profits little compared to the scriptures, man.
Because what's going to save you in that day? You know, your carnal strength.
Get your scripture. You know?
Man, fuck you niggas who don't come out here in the cold, man. It's negative degrees out here. We out here doing the works of the Most High. Not to, you know what I'm saying, say that for, you know, to big up us or anything like that. But man, that shows the love that we have for this thing, man.
Man,
seriousness.
Yeah,
man.
some niggas are just scared, man. You're cowards. All right, this ain't about us, man. Why would it tell us to present our bodies a living sacrifice if we don't have to go out in the cold and the heat, the rain, and so on and so forth, man? You know, it's cold as hell. Shit. That's why it says pray your flight be not in the winter. But does that mean not going to do the work? Does that mean that when those times hit, when it says pray you that your flight be not in the winter, does that mean that the Lord is going to prolong his prophecy for you because you cold? No, you got to deal with the shit, man. Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times.
Yeah, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. That's what's gonna keep you grounded when the times get rough, man. When you remember the scriptures, remember what the Lord said, and then times and shit starts hitting the fan, it's gonna matter, man. That's why we have to be doing this stuff now. We have to be in the scriptures now, man. We have to be praising Hashem Yahushai now, man.
And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation.
The strength of salvation, man. That's exercising that spiritual muscle, man. You can go back.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
It says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. It's his treasure. And what's the fear? Fear of the Lord is what? Having respect unto the Lord. Having respect unto the Lord is what? Being in the scriptures, man. Fearing his name. Fearing what he can do to you if you fucking up. Fearing look what he's gonna do to the world, man. Look what he's gonna do to you 2/3 and you heathens that are out here, y'all just living life, man. Y'all ain't scared of shit, man. But when the Lord put his hands on you, let me get that too in Hebrews 10:31, man. You know, because niggas think this is a game, man. Out here living without rules, no guidelines. Life is, why would you want to live your life without rules, man? It's illogical. It's unconstitutional to want to live your life without rules, man. That's how they deal with we was talking about Saturnalia, man. That's how they deal with that. They was